Hi.
Hi, we're back.
We're back. Missed us? We missed you guys. It was a big day yesterday for us.
Oh, and we just didn't have the time or...
We were wiped when we got home. We'd gone early. I had to go for a
Excuse me.
CAT scan yesterday. And it's funny because I'd called and told them, do I really need it? I feel wonderful. I think it's a waste of time. She said, well, definitely, if you feel good, let's prove it to people. I don't need the proof. I know. But so I went for it. Tell them what it was like when we got to the waiting room.
Oh, he started giving his testimony right away to people.
There was
I don't know what.
How many people in there? Was there 6
I
and then
think
another one came along?
There was like 4 and then they just kept replacing.
Yes.
So there was like 5 chairs and they just kept replacing. So we get to talk about the Lord to 4 or 5 people. We passed out our little cards for our YouTube thing and
if they're watching today, hopefully they'll look at this
yes.
Because it touches our hearts when we get to spread the word.
Yeah.
I mean, the one fella, and we talked a lot, and I couldn't believe that he was how old he was.
80.
I don't want to say
80 or so, I think.
but that was a wonderful conversation because we were telling somebody else, and he was sitting over there. Next thing you know, he came over and sat by me. He said, "I couldn't have heard what you were saying." He said, "Can you tell me your story?" And
and then the people behind him heard it, and then when he went in for a scan, I still talked to them about it and told them about all that's happened in the last couple of years, bits and pieces.
Yeah, actually, we stayed after
We
stayed for quite a while after until when new people would come in. We would just continue on.
Yeah. So it was a great day.
It was a wonderful day there, and then.
Oh, then we went.
I'll get it.
Get what?
We're gonna give him a shout out.
Oh, okay, yes.
You might have noticed we've been asking people's opinion on a Bible, and we went out, like when we went to the hospital, we went to a place called Truth and Life Christian Bookstore.
In Yarmouth.
So nice. We told him my testimony, we told him everything that's going on,
and we walked away with that.
Yeah. Now, if can they see the print size? You have to tilt it a certain angle.
They can see it.
I don't know if you can even tell the difference in the size, but it's a lot.
It's better.
And exactly what we were looking for.
Yes.
The words of Christ in red, and the concordance, and the maps.
And the little
Look at
finger.
the beautiful concordance.
I like the little finger. Oh, I love these little fingertip things. They're better than the little tabby things because they don't get in the way. You just, But
we were so pleased about that.
And thank you for taking the burden off of our other things so that we were able to buy this with our.
I know, I'm so excited to get into it.
And we even got cups.
Oh, yes.
We're almost normal.
No more drinking out of old glass bottles.
Old recycle bottles.
Good water.
So we had a really good day.
We had a wonderful day.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
We got some other things on our list because we don't go to town very often.
No.
So it was a wonderful day. We just felt, when you get to spread the word of God and tell them your testimony and touch hearts, and wow, what a day.
The only downer was that the bulletin boards are now locked, so you can't just pin something on them.
We were so disappointed with that. They had
well, they're locked.
They're locked with glass with a key, and you got to go
So you couldn't haul a tract away if you wanted to.
No, so that didn't work so well.
No, but
we're not giving up.
But we almost passed out all the cards we had.
Yes, we did.
I think we had 3 left.
And we even stopped at a church.
Yes.
And had quite a conversation in there.
To ask where the Bible store was.
Yeah, so they run it out of his home. Mm-hmm. So we weren't sure exactly where it was. So it's yeah.
So if you're in Yarmouth, just drive around till you find a house with a yellow door.
That's funny.
And that's them.
Yeah. Well, what a wonderful day. And that's why we weren't on, because we took the day and did some shopping, and I'm not too happy. I don't really like shopping very much, but we needed stuff.
Well, you managed.
Yeah, we needed stuff. So we didn't get home till later in the afternoon, and we were just wiped. We're not used to doing that much stuff.
Yeah.
And And I came excited probably, I think it's the 6th or 7th of March, I get my news about my scan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be wonderful. I think can't wait. I can't wait. Usually you're upset or nervous about getting them, but because we shouldn't listen to them anyways. We listen to God. We shouldn't listen to the doctors tell us how we are.
Mm-hmm.
We tell them how we are. And if I feel good, we're good.
Move that out of your way and make you drink. We don't drink enough. We don't drink enough. If your lips are puckered at all, or if you're thirsty at all, just drink till you're not.
I think when we have a little electric heat,
Mm-hmm.
and it's usually the opposite here. It is so damp. People say, "Oh, I'd love to have a house on the ocean." That's because they never lived on a house on the ocean.
I know. I didn't notice that Grampy's house was damp.
And we have friends that are fishermen, and they build their house away from the shore. They're not silly.
But the view is worth it, though.
It is. It's beautiful. But we have to run 3 dehumidifiers.
Yeah.
When it's not freezing out. I mean, it's just...
Well, we have to run one.
One here, one out there.
Yeah, well, one
in
every
the basement.
building.
The one in the basement died.
Yeah, the one in the basement died.
But I mean, other than that, I mean, it was a wonderful morning here. It was like fog, and it's funny. We have a little skiff of snow, and there was a fog, but you could see the sun was eating it away early this morning.
Yeah.
And man, it just touches your heart. The majestic of God,
Majesty
of God. I have to apologize. I'm not very well educated. So sometimes I get my words mixed up, and I'll say things that don't quite fit.
Well, I've got to do the videos more.
Adjust sometimes when I say the wrong word.
Yes, we're going to have to adjust them before we put them up.
Yes, because I get excited sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm on fire, and I'm just apologizing ahead of time.
That's okay. So if you see a little dub, don't worry about it.
We love you guys. It was just a quick, we missed you video.
And on the way home.
Oh. On the way
No,
there.
no, on the way there. On the way there, sorry. I don't like traveling in weather. And since I found out that the Lord is merciful to me, and it might be the gift of miracles. But anyway, when I pray for the weather, a few minutes later, the weather clears. So yesterday, it was snowing when we left, and I'm like, do I want to go for an hour in the snow? You know, and just with my little car with the little, what are they? They're
all season tires.
Yeah. And of course, since we erroneously sold the one with the snow tires with studs and stuff. Silly Sandra. But anyway.
So on the way there, when we left here, it was snowing quite a bit.
Yes.
And
so I started right off praying for the snow to clear. And by the time we got to the other end of town, to get out of town, the snow had stopped.
And it got warmer because it was starting to melt.
Yes, it was starting to get slushy. So it was slushy for the first 10 miles or whatever, and then it got to where the road was bare.
It was wet. It was wet because it melted.
Yeah, it had melted.
By the time we'd gone to the hospital and did our shopping, the road was beautiful dry all the way home.
Dry.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Yeah,
He's
God
so merciful.
bless us so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah.
So that was our day. And I thought of another
little blessing
yesterday. We didn't have to pay coming out of the parking because
the parking at the hospital charges $4 to park.
Yeah.
And if you go a lot, it adds up.
Yes.
And for some reason the gate was up.
Yeah.
They weren't charging yesterday.
When we went in, the gate wasn't. The gate was up, and he said, "Oh, the gate's up. Maybe it's stuck or something." But anyway, by the time we come out, and at least an hour had passed, I think.
Oh, more than that.
And anyway, the gate was still up, so we saved $4.
Yes. I mean, we're blessed.
That's happened a couple times there.
It actually has, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool.